Hey guys, Jerod here, Magnetic Men's Club. Hope you're all doing well. In this video, we're going to talk about shit tests. Now, I don't see a lot of people really talking about what they are on social media or on YouTube, but it is an important concept. It is very real, and it's very important to talk about because if you fail a shit test given by a woman, you're done. She is testing your frame. And the whole idea of a shit test, the whole idea of her testing your frame is to essentially qualify you to move to that next level. Because if she is shit testing you, she does have an emotional competency to you. She has an attraction of sorts to you. Now, on the flip side, if you've never been shit tested and you've constantly talking to, pretty girls, and they're being real sweet and real nice to you and there's no pushback, I hate to tell you, but she's tolerating you. She's just being nice to you and finding a way to exit that conversation. So shit tests are very good. Shit tests are something you want. You want to recognize when you're being shit tested. You want to be able to handle that perceived rejection and turn it into a positive. Now, shit tests are not something where she says, oh, you're fat and you're ugly. No, that is pure, she's just being hateful, she's just being mean. That's not a shit test. If she says, fuck off, get away from me, that's not a shit test, she's rejecting you. So you have to understand when you're being shit tested versus being dumb about it and she goes, well, fuck off. And you're like, oh, I'm being cute. No. She's telling you to fuck off. So she has to have an emotional competency to you on some level. She sees you as a possible sexual partner, as a possible partner. So she's going to shit test the frame you came in on. Now, we all come in on different frames. So in this scenario, we're going to use two different frames. She's going to have a frame and you're going to have a frame. Her frame is, this guy wants to date me. This guy's talking to me, he wants to date me. That's her frame, which puts you at a lower level. Your frame is, I'm attractive, I got my shit together, she's lucky, I want to date her. Puts you at a higher level. So you have these two frames and they're going to start clashing into each other. And whoever's frame gets agreed upon at the end of this clash wins. So what a lot of guys do when they get shit tested, they take the shit test as a rejection or as a way of her making fun of him, and they will get emotional or they'll get reactive. You have to understand is if you do either one of those, if you get reactive or emotional, you failed the shit test. You just proved to her her frame is stronger than yours. So she might say something like, wow, that shirt is really small on you. Why would you wear something like that? And you might be like, too small. I'm an extra large. I can barely fit. What are you talking about? If I wear a bigger one, then I just look baggy. And you start acting all weird and you start defending your position. You've just proved her point that her frame is higher than yours. She already got to you. She already got to you. So you have these two forces. You have these two frames. There's three ways to beat a shit test. And like we said, one way is to never be emotional and never to be reactive. If you do those two things, you've already lost. The first way you can beat a shit test is ignore it. So in that situation, wow, that shirt is really small. You can ignore it, pretend that she never said it and continue on. But you missed the opportunity to push through it. See, what you want to do is you want to make her realize that the shit test is silly, that implicitly it's a shit test, and you're going to make it seem in her eyes, you're going to flip it back to her and how silly it is and how easily you can pass it. So in this scenario, wow, your shirt is, that's really too small. That, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, it's my son's. I like this color. Play something, small. Or you're not going to believe it. I was driving here and it fit me perfectly, and then I got just all these muscles like within seconds. Just you can agree and then exaggerate why the shirt is so small. Play with it a little bit. If you keep the banter up, if you play with it and let her know that you're just not affected by what's the perceived insult, which it's not, it's just a test, she's going to be like, wow, this guy, man, he really thinks quick on his feet, and he's not bothered by this small shirt. Now, the shirt might not be small. You might be a bigger guy, and it's just a fitting shirt. Who cares? So you have the opportunity where you can ignore the comment or the test, and because you didn't get reactive and you didn't get emotional, technically you passed it. But a better way to handle it is to agree and exaggerate. Just play with it, and when she's like, wow, that shirt is really small, you can be like, hey, listen, my eyes are up here. Why are you trying to take my shirt off already? This is our first date. I'm not that type of guy. And just play with it with a little smirk on your face. She's going to realize in that one, that scenario, like, all right, he passed. You're keeping it playful. You want to just keep the interaction playful. You don't want to be overly emotional, and you never want to get defensive. If you can do that, she's going to start buying into your frame. Now, you might get a couple other shit tests during that evening or however you met, but if you can recognize it's a shit test and push through it, at the end of that interaction, however long, it could be 30 seconds, it could be a full day, at the end of that interaction, she's going to make a decision to enter into your frame. You've beaten her shit tests, and those two opposing frames, the frame of the guy coming in, I'm an amazing guy, I'm funny, she should be happy I'm talking to her or want to date her. Her frame is, another guy wants to date me. Getting her to buy into that frame more and more is going to help your chances of seeing her again, or possibly getting on that first date. If, again, you just met her at a bar or an event, it's going to help you move it to that next level. So shit tests are very good. Never think of a shit test as a rejection or an insult. It's a very good thing, and it's up to you to recognize what a shit test is, and it's up to you to push through it by using one of those three techniques. Again, the first one is just ignore it. I don't recommend that because it doesn't work in every situation. The other one is agree and exaggerate. And the other one is, I just call it kind of play with it sexually. When they talk about part of your body or talk about a shirt with you, you can always turn it sexual. I hope this video helps. My name is Jerod Schoonmaker. This is the Magnetic Men's Club. If you like this video, please hit like, leave a comment down below, hit subscribe so we keep creating content like this. If you are looking for ways to level up as a man, click down below. We got some content for you. Go to our website, check out our new blog videos. Click the Contact Us form. If you're looking to level up, if you have a gap and maybe you're dating or you're stuck in a situation that you're not sure how to get out of, fill out the contact section below. We'll do a free discovery call. It takes about an hour. We'll go over the thing or things you're stuck in and see if we're a good fit to work together. With that, my name is Jerod. We'll talk soon.